It's a beautiful day to blaze some good. It's a beautiful day to blaze some good. Would you be kind? Please light mine. Hello. Hello. Stupid shit. Well, back at it again. Well, welcome, Beans and Greens. Supposed to be wake and bake, but obviously not early in the morning, so it's getting baked, which I'm almost there. I've been smoking all day, so good thing is crazy. Today's edible day, so I'm over here working. I did my first batch, or like a test batch of like these caramels. So I'm started making like I got like a few items that a few. Uh, they say like a menu of different items that I'm going to create or have like edibles that I'm going to present to the world. So because I don't like the actual taste of like weed and all the different compounds because I make like butter and I make oil and these different things. So I really don't like the taste of it. So I came up with these few different things that can hide the taste, and then you can also like regulate how much you have. So the first thing is gummies. I have like gummy bears. Two types of gummy bears. One's like the regular ones, and one's these big ones. So like with the gummy bears, it's good to regulate because you can eat a few at a time. So you get like 20 in a pack, and you know what I'm saying. If you eat more than 5, say la vie, because you're gonna have a good night's sleep. That's just straight up. So that one, even for like a heavy smoker like myself, you know what I'm saying, you eating like 3 to 5 at the most. Then I got the big bears. That you just eat like half. Straight up, half of one. Because you eat a whole bear, good night. Good night, Irene. Straight up. Then, I'm going to have like the sour straws. Also, a new one inspired by like, Mexican candy. How they always like sweet and sour. So I'm going to have like sour straws. No, it's sweet and spicy is what I mean. So I'm going to have the sour straws. Then I'm going to have the sour and spicy straws. Then also caramels. Have little caramels. And a pack of punch. Now with the straws, what I'm saying? You eat like 1 or 2, done. Caramels, what I'm saying? You eat like maybe like 1.5. What I'm saying? And I did the first test batch. So the first test batch obviously is not gonna, waste my my weed butter on it. But like the last time I made the caramels, the shit was like hard as a brick. So I had to do like a test run to make sure, I got the shit like good. So it very promising. So when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go do a little second batch. Now this one obviously is gonna be medicated. So those are my items. I got a couple other things, like I gel tabs. I got make my own gel tabs. So I'm gonna have that available. What was the other shit? Man, this is so much. Is that these shits called it's cognac jelly sticks? And we do this up. So it's gonna be like 5 or 6 of like gummies and jellies. You know what I'm saying? A couple of different candies like the caramels. This is another candy I make, but that's the primary one. The gel tabs. Eventually, I'm gonna get some RSO gel tabs. That's gonna be ridiculous, ridiculous. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing today, working on getting that shit together. But it's gonna be mad chill. And the idea is, especially for me, because I got to stop smoking so much because I've been smoking all fucking day. What in the world? Wow. Technical difficulties. That's crazy. Anyway, so the Eddies is gonna be rocking. That's part of their brand. Yo, what's the deal? Hmm. The Streamlabs is chill. I mean, is there some issues going on? What's the deal? What? Anyway, let me just push through. I don't know. What is it like? The kick people want me off or something? Let me see. Is there some kind of like violation going on or something? What the deal? All right. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, back to the edibles. That's, what I'm saying? That's just going to be, it's going to be off the wall. I see all these people like in California when they had the shit like Mad Legal, they had all kinds of products. They had all kinds of people that even look like they even smoke. I mean, I've been smoking since I was 19. I've been through the fire with this shit. End up fucking going to jail for a little bit for the shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been the one, finding people to get the shit from. You know what I'm saying? Always hiding in my pocket. I wasn't worried about the cops coming to grab you and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got like soccer moms making like millions off of the shit. Yo, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm saying that's how come I know. That's how come I know what's needed. You know what I'm saying to make a good product. Cause I've been living this shit. Anyway, you know how it goes. I mean, it's like pathetic because it's like once they make the shit legal, and I mean it would happen because they knew how much money it just comes from this shit, and like usual, they legalize it, monetize it, and then make it that only they could or certain people, you know what I'm saying, could make the money off the shit. So you fucked over all the dealers that was, you know what I'm saying, braving the fire, you know what I'm saying, to make that bread. So they locked out. And then the rest of us have to deal with corporate products. Anyway. So one thing I want to go over. There's something I was talking about yesterday where, this issue with Meghan Markle. This is shit that was like, it was big news in the past few months. Now, the reason why it's relevant because it's, there's so many things going on between the manosphere, the red pill, feminism, and all these isms and so much back and forth. But under that, there's some real deep shit. There's some honest shit. There's some organic shit. There's some shit that's organic. The fuck am I talking about? Organic. No, so it's crazy because you're talking about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. So these are people that are basically they're in the upper echelon of society. it's like, yo, I mean, Prince of England. I mean, I mean, there you could get higher, but it's a rarity. That's high level. So, even somebody that high in stature can be brought down and humbled by a woman, and in all sense of purposes, because she's not from that bloodline, she's a commoner. So, I mean, it's just wild. So there's some context there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play. So we're going to react to the podcast from back in 2018 when they first were getting together. So keep in mind, that was in 2018. This is 2024. So you can understand that there was some time here. So there was some up anyway. So it was a comedian that had a podcast, and they were talking about the wedding. And the comedian goes into a little bit of a comedic rant, if you will, about what she's going to do to, in that situation. And I'll go into context after that to break it down, because there's more to it I want to add, but this is wild. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. And then I'll go into the context. So the podcast in question for the comedians is the Freeze Love podcast. Freeze Love podcast. Or Freeze Talks, actually, my bad. So I even got that wrong. But he has a co-host, Linda. And you'll hear the banter back and forth. Mumble mouth over here. So you'll hear the back and forth. Then you'll be able to disseminate or there you go. Anyway, so we're going to listen to this, and I'll go into give some context.
It was the royal wedding. Don't say no, because see, this one over here swore up and down he was not going to watch it, and I got up because you had to get up early to see it. I turned it on, royal and he was in. He was in. It was nice.
And again, this is just fair use. Just reacting to this. We need to add some context. So, again, fair use. I wonder if that even works.
It was nice because Megan's black, so I'm not gonna lie. That's why I was all in. Megan's black.
Yeah, she's black, and she's from where? L.A.
Hello.
Gold digger. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate.
She's not a gold digger.
Bullshit. No. She's from L.A. Light-skinned bitch from L.A. She's gonna break the whole kingdom. She's breaking the whole kingdom. She's been raised to conquer these motherfuckers and get that money. Watch.
Right.
I got female cousins, they light skinned, they from LA. Guess what? They'll break you, homie. They'll break you. LA babes that are fine and light. They all talk very educated. Oh, yeah, well, I used to go to UCLA and that's game. That bitch is from Watts, nigga. Bitch is from Compton. The bitch is from Gardena. The bitch is from Inglewood. She's from Aldine. She's from Pasadena. Monrovia, Duarte. They're getting you. And she took it all away.
Well, she's in there.
She took it all the way. She was like, fuck the Lakers. Are you kidding? Hollywood, Laker niggas? No, I'm getting a real motherfucking Prince. Watch this LA shit. put it on him.
And she put it on him. She put it on him.
Baby.
She put it on him. But it was so cool also seeing her mom, who is,
Her mom, she groomed her for that.
Well, she's
like, I don't want you fucking with no niggas and dickies. You understand? Because we got plans for you, baby. Uh-huh. Them dope dealing ass niggas come around, you tell them you'll go to the police instantly. They'll leave you alone. That's what her mama taught her. She said, look, we're going to show you white people.
Right. But you know what's real interesting, too? The trifling side of her family is the white side. Her dad.
Oh, yeah.
And, they're all trifling. They're all trifling.
Of course.
Yeah,
and guess what?
Yeah.
She's bigger than you guys. In the white world, she's squashing you. Wait a minute. You get the best parking space at the trailer park? Big deal. This bitch is royalty. White royalty.
White royalty.
White royalty.
Yes.
She's white. Oh, they had a hell of a wedding. And that's when you knew.
Yeah, man.
She hooked that shit up.
Yes.
They didn't tell you about that shit,
That's
though.
how you had the black choir up in there.
Black choir, the black menu.
Yeah.
And what is this? Popeyes. What is Popeyes?
I didn't have Popeyes.
Mother Queen is very good fried chicken. What is this neck bone? What are neck bones? What is black-eyed peas? Hog maw? What on earth is hog maw? Neck bones.
Neck bones.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Yes.
Well, I'd better put my gloves on. I don't want to burn my hand by picking it up the hot sauce.
Look, I thought it was wonderful. I enjoyed it. And now the question is...
I think it's wonderful, too. But see, here's the deal. Here's the deal. That ain't nothing new.
No.
See, anybody ever watching this is what I'm talking about. It came to fruition just as he said. I mean, there was no. It went down just as he said. You know, it was reported that holidays they were separated or something like that. But it was crazy because it was not just the fact that he was going through it. The whole damn world went berserk because he was getting ghosted by this chick. You know, and just like he said, Freeze Love is... She broke him. She broke them. She broke the whole community. Just her. See, and so why this is crazy, because, you know, even thinking somebody like myself, I'm just a low-level person. I'm just a regular, everyday, sort of working class, poor. You know, I got no chances, you know. And just kind of makes me also think about this the story. It was an older guy, you know. There was a video about it. You know, he was, one of these they call it passport bros. So he found him a little shorty in Philippines. You know, they got married. You know what I'm saying? He brought her over. You know, I think this guy was like a millionaire, so it was like basically nothing. He was just go over there, hook up, bring her over. You know what I'm saying? Put a couple in her, so she has kids now. And it's mad weird because now the video comes in and the title of the video is, you know, brought my Filipino wife over, and now she's Americanized and she turned against me. So the whole deal is, you know, this is another one where this is a rich older guy. You know, it has this young Filipino baddie. You know, all he wanted to do, you know, it was spend the last few years of his life, you know what I'm saying, with his young wife and just raising his kids the best he can, you know. Now, maybe he went about it the wrong way, but then again, how do you go about it? But here's this guy. He's basically living a dream. It's like, all you want to do as a man is you want to go out and make as much money as you possibly can, so that you could provide a good life for your family. I know there's a lot of assholes out there that be cheating, all that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just going into the basic concept, because basically you're taught from a child that, you get you a wife, you have a child, what I'm saying? You get a good job, you buy a house, and everything you do in life, it culminates to the point where you're able to provide for your family. So there's this older guy, he's a millionaire, and he has this young wife. And, just honestly from what he says, he just wants to be with his wife, And it's weird because, she sort of broke it off with him, and I guess they're still living in the same house, but he's a big mansion, so they're on one side, he's on the other side. But, she's basically ghosting him. And, saying like she's in contact with her family, and so there's talk back and forth. So it's basically she's making it seem like he's been abusive, and making it seem like he's terrorizing her, and she's in a bad way. She needs to get help, so she's separating herself. And during the holidays, her and her kids, because they're kids, were separated from him. So he basically spent the holidays alone. And he's like, I mean, I'm rich. I got this money. I have this wife and these kids. I want to spend my holidays with them. That's really what I want to do. And that's basically what people that do this stuff is. They're looking for, a woman to do these things with. To a lot of people like to talk about how, you think that people want to go over there and basically sex slaves. I mean, it's sex tourism. But they do that here. So that's not what it's about. It's you want to find somebody who is of the same mind of you, which is to raise a family. But you want to have somebody you can have fun with. Somebody who's that's the idea of being younger girls, because you can have fun with them, not just in bed. I mean, the bed part is there, but just in life in general, when you're older, you kind of want to have people around you that can sort of boost you up a little bit, because sometimes you need that pep from other people. Someone like me got nobody around, so I have to just boost myself up, which it's always been the way, so no big deal. But there's this guy, all he wants to do is just live the last few years of his life, bone his pretty young wife, raise his kids, have as much fun, and she doesn't want none of that with him. She doesn't, she she's locked in because you got the kids, you get the marriage here. So she's good for life now. He's a millionaire, and it's not wrong. What I'm saying, for a woman to want to secure their future. That's what this is about. That's what you're supposed to do. And you as a man, what I'm saying, you're supposed to be prepared to be able to take care of her and make sure that her future is secure. But in this instance, what I'm saying, he wants to be in that future with her, and she don't want it. And it's sad because it's like, he's not young. He's not a complete white here yet, but because you go gray to white, but he's up there. So how many more chances? How many more chances does he have for happiness? He has to spend the rest of his life fighting this. When really he didn't want to fight her, he wanted to be with her. I don't know. Anyway, day is long, sun is hot. The day is long, the sun is hot. Might as well smoke if you got some pot. I'm out. I'm out.